Hi there. Um, it's Bank Holiday Monday today, no one's in the house. After doing some streaming, I thought I'd give a little bit of an update. Um, but there's not really that much to say. From this week, I'll be going back into work, into the office 1 day a week. Well, 1 day a month. Sorry, at the moment. Which is going to be nice to at least get out of the house and then see one of the guys I work with, which is lovely. Problem is that I'm now the other end of the Jubilee line from work, which will be 40-50 minutes to get there, which isn't great. And I don't really want to be picking up an hour-long fucking journey again. When I can work from home, but at the moment it's only 1 day a week, so we'll see how that goes. What else? Been on a couple of dates. I say couple, like two, since my last video, and although they were both really lovely people, typically there wasn't anything there for them, which it never is. And it just sucks. I'm not gonna fucking lie. It's been 6 years since I've actually had a proper partner, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. Had play partners, but nothing's ever come of it. And it just sucks, to be honest. I feel like I've hit a wall in a lot of respects. Like, therapy is just nothing's changed apart from moving house. In the last year, there's fuck all else. Like, there's nothing happened. It just ends up every single week it's the same thing. Stressed about work, not enjoying work, getting frustrated with it, frustrated with dating, feeling like I start talking to someone, but as a physical and tactile person, not being able to see that person in person, and figure out anything about them or know about them or just whatever. It just grates, and I find it very difficult to keep interested when I can't see them. And I need someone to be physically there. I just do. Chatting on apps and online and whatever else is all good, but unless I can see that person literally in front of me, it's never going to be enough, unfortunately. So, but going out on dates, I still feel like I don't really have a right to ask or guilt someone into it. So I feel kind of bad for asking, but I really want to. So very much stuck in a catch-22 and feel very much in arrested development with work, with lack of sex life and lack of ability to do anything about it. And just like so many people have said before, it's very much living in the thought that how do I people anymore? It's been so bloody long. How do I talk to people? How do I keep them interested? That's another problem I have with not ever being able to see them in person, is to be able to read their reactions to what I say. Am I interesting? Does anyone actually give a shit about what I'm saying? And the few things that I have been doing, apart from work, are started streaming recently. Got a wicked little thing called a Genki Shadowcast, which basically plugs into the HDMI of my Nintendo Switch and my Xbox, and I can record, stream directly to Twitch, and then upload to YouTube or whatever I want to be, which has been fun. So I got a new game, Lord of the Rings Shadow of War, which is quite fun. Been binging quite a lot of YouTube videos about the Lord of the Rings lore and such. So I thought, forgot that those two games came out, Shadow of War and the other one. I can't remember what it is. And I thought, I'll give it a go, and it arrived like the next day. And been playing huge chunks. Not very good at it. Still not sure exactly what is going on, but it's fun. And got a couple of people who watch a little bit every so often, whether it's on Twitch or wherever, which is nice. I've actually really wanted to do this for a long time. So buying a little 50 quid Kickstarter thing, and recently getting a new laptop, has enabled me to just do something I've really wanted to do for ages. I didn't even realise that it was that going to be that good to pick it up, and it's then enabled me to record gameplay, to post it elsewhere, to stream as well, instead of spending like several £100 on capture cards that might need sort of extra little bits, this, that, the other. The Genki has just enabled me to just plug everything in and go. And because I also had a USB-C hub thing for my tablet that I was got for Christmas, I've managed to be able to use that, and mean that I can use headset, mouse, charger, and connect it all to my work screen, my own laptop, and do all that. So that's been fun, but it's not exactly the most exciting thing to talk to people about. And the only other thing that I could harp on about for hours is kink and music, but the only thing we've had music-wise is album releases, which isn't the biggest. No gigs, obviously, and fuck all's happened on the kink front. It's been no events, no munches, no nothing. God, look where I've been leaning on my head. That's funny. But hopefully soon something will come up. Events and such are starting up. A friend's got a club night coming up in July, which will be really lovely. I've said I'd help her as much as I can, doing whatever I needed to help promote, which would be nice. Excuse me. And yeah, I mean, typically, like everything, it's months down the line, but maybe it'd be something fun, something to hold on to at least. Hoping to go at the end of March, the end of June, to Manchester to see friends up there, which would be lovely. I love it up there. I might try and hang out with some other people that I've met through Facebook and stuff, and just at least say hello. If I'm travelling up to see other people, it'd be kind of rude not to say, hey, I'm in town when I am. Going to try and stop off the night before in Liverpool, and see one of my nephews who now lives up there with his girlfriend, and they're about to have a baby. So that'd be nice for like one evening, and then go back down to Manchester, which is like a hour journey on the train or something, if not less. Um, which would be lovely. And yeah, just anywhere outside of London would be good. It's not long now. It's 27th of June, and I'm hopefully going on the 24th, and then spend the weekend in Manchester, which would be nice. Yeah, not really sure what else to say. As per usual, like, I don't really have a plan on what to say or what to talk about. I just kind of go with what I've been feeling, which is not much, and it's not exciting. It's not very positive, unfortunately. It would be lovely to have that, to have something a bit more positive to talk about, but even the good things, like getting everything up and running streaming wise, was relatively easy, thank goodness. God bless Streaming Labs OBS and Plug and Play. Just being able to plug something into your laptop and it working straight away, which is pretty great. Got myself a new laptop, at least. Nothing wrong with the other one, it was just getting a bit slow, and it wasn't the sort of latest operating system, and it doesn't talk to other bits of my tech, so that was quite frustrating. But this one's really new, really lovely. Does what I need it to, connects to things. Yeah. I mean, as I said, there isn't much to say. The new place is still lovely. Weather's getting a little bit nicer, which is cool, which is always good. Makes a hell of a lot of difference, like finishing work and it's not dark already. That really has a bit more of an effect on my mood than I ever thought. Otherwise, I don't really know. Like, just kind of waffling on. Just trying to keep head above water, which is a lot harder than you'd think. Mental health is up and down. Yeah. Might just leave it there because there's not really much to say or do. Things are a bit of a struggle right now. It's always nice, like, getting out and doing something other than shopping, because that's generally all I ever do. I went to see a friend on Saturday, which was nice. We had a catch up. We ate, watched the film and talked like for hours before and after, and then came home. It's not always much to write about, but it was something, and it was nice, like, being on transport, switching off and just listening to music. That's one thing I do miss about, like, going anywhere or doing anything, is just the lack of needing to give a shit for a few hours and just let yourself completely switch off, which is harder and harder to do nowadays. And we don't help ourselves. We're constantly online with social media and mobile phones and laptops and whatever else, when we don't always give ourselves enough of a break, which I am more than bloody guilty about, unfortunately. But when you don't have much that you're happy about, things can just drain and make you feel crap. Just kind of needs a bit more light at the end of the tunnel. I very much feel like I am back in a very bad place, like I was back when I broke up with my first BDSM partner. Just constant negativity and just being very unhappy and stressed. Anyway, I think I'll just leave it there. Thank you for watching. I don't really get many people checking out this, but yeah, hope you're not feeling too shit yourselves. Life's quite hard for a lot of people right now, just in general as well, but right now you'll be forgiven for feeling extremely drained, anxious and frustrated, because anytime you step outside or someone comes into your place, you could catch something like COVID, or you could pass it on to someone else, or something along these lines, and you don't know how it's going to affect you or others around you. Just incredibly hard to know what to do. Just hope it ends soon. Anyway, enough of me yawning and talking nonsensical stuff. Thanks anyway.